quick, drop a like in this video in the next 5 seconds to ensure your game doesn't crash during the Fortnite Doomsday Live event. Do you want a free gift or cosmetic from the item shop?
Yes.
Well, you're in luck as I'm now gifting you or old subscribers every day, so make sure to hit the big red button and also let me know in the comments your Epic Games ID so I can send you your free gift. And if you subscribe right now, you potentially could be our 1.7 millionth subscriber. Also, don't forget to use code FriendlyMachine in the item shop if you buy anything or gift anybody else, and let me know in the comments down below if you have done this so I can heart it to show my appreciation for supporting the channel. So finally, as of today, the 23rd of May 2020, we have some official confirmation as to when the Doomsday or Fortnite storyline related live event will be happening this season, as not only was a countdown timer added in our lobby screen where we can also see a cable surging through into the Doom room through the Battle Pass HQ, but in Midas's quarters itself. For those wondering when this timer ends, what's going to be happening or what's going to be further developed until then, well, for a start, this timer ending happens to land on the 30th of May as previously speculated, from data miners obviously finding that the final stage for this after everything is literally done and dusted was May 30th 2020, obviously confirming now that this Saturday, the final one of this season's duration anyways, is when the event's going to be going down 5 minutes after 2 PM, so everybody at 2 PM or just beforehand can hop into the limited time mode, which will be the only accessible game mode over this period, to get the best possible view if they're perhaps joining in late or around 2 PM to then witness this major live event, as it's the first storyline related one since October last year, with the end event sucking us in to Chapter 2's whole new universe or dimension. Despite us now having confirmation as to when this live event will be happening, or that it will be happening in-game and not the next cinematic trailer, this is not the only interesting development, as there's so much more, as previously mentioned, to be added that we're going to be discussing in today's video, and also some other things silently added in today's secret update that didn't require any downtime or any new update files to be added onto whatever platform we're playing on. Quickly before we dive into all of that, however, I just want to remind you guys that I'm giving away 100 Season 3 Battle Passes if we can reach the milestone of 50,000 item shop supporters, obviously people using code FriendlyMachine. If everybody watching the video right now entered this code, we'd be there in no time, and that means more chance of not only you getting a free Season 3 Battle Pass, but perhaps your friends if you tell them, or just generally other people who support and watch the channel. Alright, so with that out of the way now, let's dive into taking a look at the agency, as this ultimately is the foundation of where this live event's going to be taking place, or at least developing in-game over the next week, when this countdown timer is ticking away to end again on May 30th 2020. We know this singularly because we not only have these Doomsday hatches found initially in the files in the 12.40 or 12.50 update, I'm not sure which one it was, but they're actually in their third stage of development right now. Firstly, they were just added, then they started emitting this pink substance almost like what's shown at Kevolutionary Energy in liquidized cube form, and now seem to be spewing out bubbles as if they're about to activate or even open the hatches themselves. Also, speaking of countdown timers that we initially saw at the start of this video in our lobby screen and in Midas's quarters, we also have a countdown timer set to go live soon above the agency, which seems to be emitted all the way from the bottom of this statue through the roof, and as you can see, out through the top that Spadicy managed to pull into the game early, but this is not the exact countdown timer or what it will look like exactly, as he was only able to find the last countdown timer we saw for the astronomical Travis Scott concert and applied this where the coding determined the countdown timer in-game to be. For all we know, in-game this could look like this, or they could go back to their traditional one used in Season X emitted from the rocket before it launched, but I guess we're yet to know. However, this doesn't make too much difference as to how the event will pan out, what will be happening also, until it does, and the crazy stages we're about to see develop each day now on the lead up to this event, not only in-game but exterior, in Midas's quarters. Speaking of Midas's quarters, that's what we're going to be moving on to next, as we not only have the Doomsday Device to discuss and how this is going to develop a little more every day, but also how this event is going to play out or what's going to happen in it, from some plans that data miners were able to get a close-up look on that I've actually managed to decipher, or at least I think. First and foremost, you will have noticed the Doomsday Device has turned on. Not only that, but since it turned on, it's been growing more crazier by the day and is now in its second stage, as data miners have been able to determine. But if we also take a look over on Twitter, people have managed, upon entering Midas's quarters, to have their game glitch out, just like we saw for some of the Deadpool developments happening early for some players, and this stage seemed to occur, which honestly must be one of the final days or stages, or even just before the live event, considering how crazy the energy waves or light surges are going on inside the orb itself, almost seeming like it can't be contained for even another minute. Despite this being very similar to the Nexus Orb destabilizing until the end of Season 9 after the final showdown, this again, as I just want to clarify, isn't something that will be shown in the next cinematic trailer, rather so live in-game when this timer ends on Midas's desk or in our lobby, where we go to choose whatever game mode we're going to play. The most unique and confusing part about this event for many is the fact for the first time we've not only seen countdown timers in our lobby screens or menus, but we are also going to have one implemented in-game very shortly, if not tomorrow. Why is this confusing, you may ask? Well, obviously every other live event we've seen countdown timers emit directly above or the surrounding area of where the live event is going to take place. So what does this mean with 3 different locations having countdown timers themselves alerting us of something drastic happening when the timer ends? Well, I believe the Doomsday Device is obviously being developed, or at least harnessing as much energy as possible to then be pulled up through into the agency, as all of this Battle Pass HQ is beneath it, and then with some exterior factors will be activated, or at least serve its purpose, with what I'm about to mention, which is honestly really insane. Despite Midas's leaked plan that I'm about to show you, we also had updated into the game as a silent map change these clouds surrounding the agency that are permanently here, not just passing by. This would not only make sense to have contribution toward the Doomsday event, considering they were just added, or they're an environmental affecting factor that could be involved, and we know natural disasters are always effects of our environment, which obviously are the traits of how maps are shaped or developed from the end of the season into the next. But if we take a look at Midas's leaked plans, as you can see, we have the Doomsday Device, a storm cloud, which obviously could be any one of these or resemble all of them being involved once the Doomsday Device is pulled up into the agency, perhaps even replacing this statue so it can have a clear direct beam or view into the sky. However, most interestingly, we have a drawn image of Oro's pickaxe. Oro, as many of you may know, is speculated to be a future version, or the fate of which Midas will meet after the Doomsday event, that perhaps also may directly be involved as a character in-game in this one, like the Ice King was during the Ice Storm event. If this is the case, considering it's implied here, or that Oro's staff is needed to fulfill the destiny of Doomsday, I believe Midas will start out by harnessing the power that can be wielded by charging this Oro's harvesting tool by the Doomsday Device or the weather, and then be shocked and then be deteriorated to this power overload to just burn, then showing us he's Oro underneath, or that Oro is the future version of Midas, considering this hasn't happened yet. And again, another reason I believe Midas is Oro, or that Oro is a future version of Midas, is because of the fact upon data miners discovering Midas's quarters before they were added into the game so everybody could access them, or even complete the challenges to choose Midas to reside on the team of Ghost or Shadow, Oro's harvesting tool was clearly located in here, but cannot be found now, even from going in no-clip mode and actually accessing or seeing parts of this room that you can't in a normal view when either going to select Midas's Ghost or Shadow, view the Doomsday Device, or even play this introduction cutscene. Either way, whether everything I've mentioned comes true or not, as it points towards this largely from things in-game or have been, this is going to be of drastic scale, this live event, considering, as I previously mentioned, not only haven't we seen a storyline related event since October with the end event, but it will be the first live event of this second chapter to ultimately kickstart and shape or direct the storyline now all the way until the 10th season of this second chapter, being Chapter 2 Season X. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful or informative, or want to keep referring back to any of the points I mentioned or share it with friends, slap a like in the video down below, make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on if you haven't done either or both of these things already, and don't forget, yet. Until Season 3 releases on June 4th, 2020, we're aiming for 50,000 item shop supporters using code Friendly Machine, so I can then do a huge 100 Season 3 Battle Pass giveaway, which actually increases then your odds of getting or being gifted one by me by 100 than the standard Battle Pass giveaway. Hopefully I can also recognise you guys in the future videos to come here on the channel from remaining active in the comment section, and I'm out. So have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are whenever you're watching. Have a good one, take it easy, stay safe, and peace.